Welcome to The Wine Guy, and as promised, because it's German Riesling month in July in the UK, we're bringing you some more fantastic German wines. And this time we're looking at some wonderful styles from Pfalz, and this is Oliver Zeter. We've got a white and we've got a red. Now the white is a Sauvignon Blanc. The great thing about this, the unusual, unique and fantastic thing about this is that it's not just any ordinary Sauvignon Blanc. That's an unoaked style, very common across the world, from New Zealand and Chile and so on. But this one is actually one that's had a little bit of oak, and they call this a fume. So this is a Sauvignon Blanc Fume. This is a classic terminology for lightly oaked Sauvignon. It was something started really by Robert Mondavi out in California for his style in Napa, slightly oaked Sauvignon. And it does change the style of Sauvignon. Now, if we pour it out, a little bit more colour than usual, a little bit more of that sort of deeper sort of gold touch to it. But when you sweat around and stick your nose in, it certainly has slightly riper notes. So there's a little bit of melon there, a bit of peach, a bit of pineapple, a little bit of cream and a slight hint of sort of smoke there. And that's from that oak, that very delicate touch of oak. But lovely, got a lot of fruit, ripeness, and it's not an ordinary Sauvignon. It's more, it may be better with gastronomy, with having it with food like pork and maybe chicken and maybe creamy cheeses. Let's give it a taste. Lovely. So, good acidity, mouth-watering, a bit more body to it, so it's kind of mid-bodied, creamy texture, smooth. That little bit of sort of melony touch, certainly stone fruit, peach comes through here, sweeter apple. It's just lovely, rich, soft, and really enjoyable. Certainly good with the cheese board, I think. Even things like manchego would be great with this. Slightly savoury note with that fume touch. So enjoy this with the cheese board. Fantastic stuff. Sauvignon again from Germany and from Pfalz. The next one we go on to is this, the Rotwein from them. Now, one thing we've noticed on the label here, it's wonderful, it's unusual, and what we have here is a bear drinking which looks like a glass of Kolsch. I couldn't find any information about this through the internet and on the website, so if anyone knows why Oliver Zeter has this rather husky, grizzly bear drinking a glass of Kolsch on the front of the label, please let me know. It's quite unusual. But let's give the wine a go. Now, what grapes do we have in here? We have Cabernet Sauvignon, unusual for Germany. Cabernet Franc, unusual for Germany. And Syrah, unusual for Germany. So another weird, wonderful wine. Lovely sort of reddish colour, ruby colour, slightly garnet hue to it. Sticking your nose in. Lovely. An abundance of red fruit. Lovely sort of hints of strawberry here. Raspberry, some spices, some cloves, some smoke. Very fragrant, very enjoyable. On the palate. Elegant, really elegant. Dry, slightly grippy, only a little bit of tannin, but quite juicy, quite soft. An abundance of red fruits. Strawberries, red cherries, a little bit of bitter red fruit in there. Something like cranberry comes through, sneaks through, and finishes with a little smoky touch. Very enjoyable, very drinkable. That's Oliver Zeter Rotwein, which is a blend of those three grape varieties, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc and Syrah. Enjoyable stuff, and once again, don't just stick with the classics with Germany, start to experiment. They're wonderful. Please tell me what this bear is doing on front of the label anyway. Enjoy these wines, let me know what you think of them if you have tasted them, and look out, remember, for our Riesling videos coming up for the month of July, which is Riesling month. Thank you very much, I'm The Wine Guy.